But doing a column like that every week, especially if you're traveling for that'll eat up time.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, I don't know what's happened to John and Donnie, but they have they had a very different approach from me. They didn't attend tastings. They didn't, and they, as far as I can tell, they didn't travel very much. And for me, it's all about going and meeting the people and tromping their vineyards. And John and Donnie's approach was really, really popular. But it's not my. I mean, I'm very reluctant to write about anything that I haven't seen, that I haven't felt, where I haven't met people. That's, as a novelist, that's my first. Again, probably, unless you go to Cook Shop or some other intelligent wine list.
Do you ever, because you're writing for the journal and in book form, when you're writing about a wine that's like 200 case production, you know you've got an audience of 3 million people or whatever it is.
Right.
Do they give you any grief, or do you just go right ahead?
Typical Napa wine was like 12.5% alcohol. It was picked earlier. You know, they were using more traditional methods. They weren't really using new oak. And a lot of these younger winemakers kind of are looking to go back to, well, Steve calls this sometimes he calls it my mythical conception of a European white, and sometimes he calls it my conception of what an old Napa white would be. So good.
It's one of the touchstone wine books, so like everybody who writes about wine knows that book and loves it.
Yeah.
Do you think there'll be some time when people don't talk about old world? This is a really big question. New world and old world in terms of wine.
Well, I think more and more the styles are kind of meeting in the middle. So yeah, I think so. And I write about people in